It's been almost a year since the Northwest Province has been put under administration by our President Cyril Ramaphosa, because it was found that in the 2016-2017 financial year, almost more than 4 billion rand went missing. I am standing behind a building which used to represent life, hope, dance, art and cultural identity for the people of Mafeking. This was the art center which was set alight by the people who were very upset with the way in which the community was being run. And it's not to blame the people who have burned this, because we know that there's a quote that says, "A riot is the cry of the unheard." So today we're going to be following the people of Mafeking and finding out what is it that they want to heal. This is part of our hashtag Why Vote For You campaign. It's been said that since May 2018, because of the rot of the Modiri district, it may take over 18 months to bring it back. But our people don't have 18 months. Our people are suffering, and there the government is still asking us to vote for them. The question that I want to ask is not really to the government or the political parties, is not hashtag why vote for you, but why even vote? So we've been driving around Mafeking and looking at all the ruins and all the burning and everything that's died because of our government and because of the people who have really governed this province. And some of the reasons why Northwest is currently under administration is the normal things: procurement processes not being followed, irregular auditing, there's the learner transport that we discussed in our previous segment of the vlog, very underdeveloped basic resources. And today's conversation is really about that. It's about when things burn down, it's an opportunity for us not to look at the structure or the buildings that hold certain systems, but the people who are in those places and who run those places. Today I'm at the Northwest University, Mafeking, and Kinale Tshepiso Modupe during this campaign, hashtag why vote for you. And she really opened me up to how much pain our bodies take as activists, as people who are fighting for our freedom. And we're going into the elections, but we're really saying, why vote? Why even vote if the structures that once carried hope and are burnt down, and nobody's even coming to come look at it? It's said that the Department of Cooperative Governance has taken over the running of Mafeking, but it's a year now. I don't think anything has changed. So Tshepiso, why vote? Do you think it's necessary for us to even vote? Do you think that, and I know you're a political science student, so you would understand these more than we would as ordinary citizens, but the people of Mafeking, we've been talking to people, cross, but does the cross equal freedom?
That's a very interesting question. I know that is the reality outside of it. Well, obviously I'm a political science student. I find myself in predominantly middle class space. So my concerns and my worries and my daily experience is different from someone who's, for instance, from religious. So I remember back to what you're talking about physical buildings and how we may want to see physical changes, but sometimes that necessarily can seep into the political, right? So me and my friend one day we went out and we were doing a photo shoot, and we noticed that in town in Mafeking there's a lot of old, haggard houses, but they're colonial houses, right? And we took pictures of it and I posted on Instagram, and I was like, it's a very interesting dilemma that this physical presence of colonialism means in the Northwest Province, because this province was the last province to give up to South Africa, right, with Congo, right? And because of that, it means this province has been the last one to catch up to the rest of each and every other province in the country as to development, administrative fluidity, corruption, public services, right? All of those things speaks to, specifically in the Northwest Province, it's horrible. You know, coming from Kuhudi High, you'll have old women dying in the line waiting for service. So when a person is like, there's no point in voting, I didn't register to vote, I don't care about it, it does nothing for me, I can totally sympathize with that sentiment, because I have been exposed to and have experienced myself what it feels like to live in a village, or what it feels like to live on the outskirts of the small area that is central Mabatu Mafeking, which is Namti Middle Trees. Yeah, right? So personally, I think I have registered to vote, and I will vote. And it's obviously because of my access to knowledge, my access to a university, understanding that the vote is not necessarily for a person, but in terms of parliament, in terms of passing bills, in terms of personally needing the ANC's majority to drop even further, is something I find so much worth in voting because of it. Because the less votes the ANC gets for me, the better, you know. Because I'm personally tired. I'm personally have experienced what it's like to go against the state, the ANC state, from the perspective of a young black woman. I know the kind of violence that I have experienced because of fighting or of speaking up, and because of that, I understand that you not only fight physically, as I said, you also have to do politically, the political vehicles that you've been given, which is the right to vote.
We were driving past Kundamarin Dam, and there's a huge wall of leaders, past leaders that have ruled this beautiful province of ours, and the whole way it was just men. And what is it like to be politically active, and what even feels like on varsity, a very masculine space?
This is a very interesting question for the position that I find myself in my life. So I, on campus, am gaining, sort of amassing some kind of attention, right? Whether it be inside of the class or outside of the class, because of my opinion, because of who I am, the fact that I'm not afraid to speak up, to do anything about it. But I found it particularly a danger for a young black woman to run for the mainstream, run for a position in politics on this campus specifically, because rape culture is rampant here. And obviously I have to consider those kinds of things before I enter into any kind of initiative to put myself in any kind of position, because I know that I have people who are in positions who have been sexually abused by men on this campus, right? And you have stories on this campus where last year someone came out and spoke about sexual abuse, and the general response from the general political population on campus was that pointing out everything wrong with the person who is speaking out, right? In her character, in her past history, in medical history, all of those kinds of things, not necessarily focusing on the pathology that is rape culture, that is that we have rapey men who are in powerful positions. And looking at that personally has made me, because I'm a survivalist at mind, it's made me not want to do the normal mainstream political thing. So this is where I focus on academia. I have a lot of women who are my lecturers, 3, and I go to them and I ask them, how can I, get to that point where I'm able to enforce certain changes in the curriculum, or certain changes in the fact that political science does not have bursaries of its own. How can I? Because I need a political forum, I need political places through which to express these views. But because it's such a difficult, such a dangerous environment for me, I found solace in the fact that I'm able to use, my role in academia, and the fact that I'm an artist at heart, so the fact that I'm a photographer, to gain popularity on campus, but still keep it safe.
By voting, are we advancing men to keep harming us in the ways that you've spoken about?
Okay, so the lack of representation for me is what gives me agency to remain in political fields, because I know that there is a niche and there is a need, right, for women to be represented, and for women to represent women's issues on a national level, specifically like in places like Parliament, where sanitary pads are still extremely expensive. And so these are the kinds of things that women need to be vouching for, because they have the platform. And this is why I get very happy. The last time I checked, I heard that November is going to be in Parliament, or she was on a list in Parliament, I'm not sure which one of the two. Seeing that even though she's someone who, my experiences with her during Please Miss Fall were not always harmonious because she was sort of in a different block, right? Obviously in the Sasko ANC block, and I was on the left, so not really aligning myself with those ideas. But at the same time, seeing that she has managed to go into those kinds of fields, into policy making, makes me feel proud because I know that even though she comes from a different block, she's still a feminist, right? And she's expressed that, and it has been seen in the way that she has bravely taken on so many of the barriers that we've encountered during Please Miss Fall. Now that being said, I think my voting at this point, given the sort of normalizing of sexism, right, in the country, in Parliament, everywhere you go, sexism is normalized. In conversation, even in the smallest of comments, it's a normal thing, right? And my voting just feeds into that same method of thinking, because whoever's going to be sitting in the seat of the political party that I vote for is 100% going to be problematic, and the party itself, right? Because my vote, obviously, for me is not a secret. I'm going to vote for the PAC, right? And I know that the PAC is run by a bunch of old men, right, who are contesting for spaces whose time has already passed, who need to give space and way to younger people with fresh ideas. And I see those fresh ideas in Basma, in the Western Cape specifically.